So today we're going to be talking about is the air filter for your RC vehicle, whether that be truck, car, doesn't matter. Basically what I'm going to be teaching you is how to properly clean it. A clogged air filter can cause the engine to run more richer, which is due to the lack of air that is able to go into the engine itself. And it also may become, highly erratic. It's making tuning extremely difficult. Your car will also use more fuel, which will in turn make it also lose power. And you also run the risk of debris and dirt entering the engine if it's not cleared, which can cause other RC engine problems and also premature engine wear, which we all know that if you do the braking process well, should keep your engine running healthy and smooth. Just pop that air filter right off, just like that. So mine's, you can see mine's pretty messed up and dirty. So put that off to the side there. Now that you have this exposed here, you're actually going to want to cover that up with something. What I like to use is a paper towel, and you can also take a sponge and you can cut that up into a tiny little piece that will fit right inside the carb there. And then we'll proceed to what we'll be needing, what we'll be using in fact, to clean this air filter. As I like to use warm water with soapy water in it, and you could use, I use just regular old dish soap, and then you want to use clean water here for your other thing. Also to be using is, I call it, it's actually called Marvel's Mystery Oil. What we're doing here is this is being used to clean your air filter after it is done. You'll also be needing a plastic baggie. Here, a Ziploc bag of any kind will really work. I'm going to take the screw out here inside the air filter. What I'm going to do is pop that off there. Make sure you have something nearby to put your pieces in. I want to keep everything together. And what you want to do is it. Now mine comes with a two-stage here. It has the outer filter and the inner filter here. And what you want to do is just want to pop that off there. You can kind of see I still have my run after fluid in there. Kind of still, the inside filter is kind of still clean. But that doesn't matter. You can also see a lot of grease in there build up from the engine running pretty rich. Now you want to do is you want to take your filter here, like so. And then bring it out. What I like to do is I like to take a couple squirts of this stuff here and kind of get in there, lather it real good. Also, I forgot to mention is you need to have a paper towel on standby there to put your air filter in to clean it. What you really want to do is you want to make sure that this gets wringed out as best as possible. You want really no moisture in there at all. No water, no nothing. Just then let that sit over here on your dry towel. All right, now comes the inner filter, the first stage. Don't get in the water as the first before. This one's a little more resilient. It's actually a lot harder to get dry, partly because it's so thick that you have to really work. You have to lather that soap in there real nice and good. That's good. Get all that dirt and grime out of there. While that's drying there, you want to take your actual air filter piece there. I'll have to take this and dunk it in there as best as I can, and then just scrub on the side there, like so. Dunk it into clean as best as I can. What we'll do is we're going to let these dry here. Then it should take a good 10 minutes drying, depending on the environment that you're in. It is optional to use this method here if you want a nice quiet time by yourself and you have a lot of time on your hands. But if you're in a hurry and you just feel tired from a long day RC car, and clean your foam in a sink. You can use a hair dryer. Just make sure you're using the hair dryer that you actually don't use it on the high heat setting. You can actually just pull the cool button on there. Most hair dryers have them. Now, the next step I like to do is to have your Ziploc bag ready to go. You take your foam pieces here. You shove it in the bag. Now, I like to take one at a time, and what I like to do is just take a few drops of the Marvel Mystery Oil. Just take a so and just saturate the bag with it like that. Seal it up. You want to squeeze that foam real nice and tight. Get all that oil in there. And it's about 20 or 30 drops of some good oil. It doesn't have to be what I'm using, but I like it because it's really thick stuff. And really in between the thick and thin, so it doesn't let me dust past the particles, but it doesn't saturate the foam to enough where it's bogging it down and more attracting the dust than detracting the dust. You know, once I got that all cleaned up like that, stick my first stage in there, and I'm gonna empty the rest of it out. All that fluid in there. I'm gonna squish that bag nice and good. Now, when you're doing this, you don't want to make sure you over oil your filters, because you just want to be just enough to have that little tint. If you're using red stuff, like I use the Marvel Mystery Oil, then you want to you'll have a slight red tinge to the foam there. Drop them out of the bag there onto your brand. Make sure that I like to use wear gloves. It doesn't matter what oil you're using. It's going to get through this bag. It's going to get all over your hands. And if you have dogs or pets and they lick your hands, you know, it's going to be pretty bad. You got to make sure you scrub your hands real nice and tight. Well, all there is to it left is to put the air filter. Let's put the air filter back on. So we'll start with the first stage. Make sure you get the air filter in this right here in the little indentation. Take your second stage here, put it in on the thing on the outside here, just like that. Put it on the outside. You're seeing nice and flush. Line up the screws here. Put it back on properly on top. You're back on your car. Well, that is it for this episode of How To RC Videos. Well, I'm your host, Honda Dash, and as always, I'd like to leave you comments below with your likes and dislikes. Signing off.
I hope you enjoyed our video. Honda Dash, I'm Fast Crash. Hit us up on Twitter.
Exactly. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well. Don't forget to check out our featured channels, and then also these playlists we put on the side here. Make sure to comment and let us know what you do like. Feel free to leave that in the Q&A section or in the comment section down below. So I'm Honda Dash.
And I'm Fast Crash.
And have a good day and stay classy.
That's right.